Hello and welcome back to Twist and Flow Wellness Studio. My name is Adeline and today's practice is part 5 of our yoga break series. Today's class is all about taking a moment to pause. So we'll stay down on the ground, really only coming to a few poses here today, taking everything nice and easy. The intention is to carve out some space just for us to tune inward, reconnect with our true self. When you're ready, we'll come to the ground in our extended child's pose to begin. To start, go ahead and center yourself up on your mat. When you're ready, bring yourself to your knees, take the big toes to touch, and walk your knees out as wide as your mat. With the hips on the heels, lower the torso towards the floor, walking the arms out long in front, lowering the chest towards the floor, and the forehead comes to rest on the floor, closing down your eyes as you come into this reverent bow. Allow the thighs to frame the ribs. And with each of your exhales here, allow yourself to start to melt. Let the physical body get heavy. Notice if there's any tension, if you can ease that tension away with your breath. Sealing off the lips, start to bring the breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Holding your focus with intention on your breath, noticing how it moves you, how each inhale lifts you up, each exhale softens you down. We'll take 6 more breaths right here. With your next inhale, start to rise, lifting your chest ever so slightly so that you can slide forward in space, dropping onto your belly, extending your legs out long. To start, slide your elbows underneath your shoulders. Make your way through your Sphinx pose, lifting the chest, shoulders roll back and away from your ears. Start to draw your right knee out in space, making your way to a half froggy. And as you pull that knee up, as far up as feels comfortable in your hip, so don't hike it up there if it's not comfortable. Soften through the foot, through the hip and glute, and see if you can just ease both of your hip points towards the floor. Bring your breath to that hip point. 3 more cycles just like this. With your next exhale, slide your arms out long in front, lowering the chest to the floor. Set your fingertips off the 2 front corners of your mat. And with an inhale, we'll lift the chest, rise up. Exhale to release. We'll take 2 more like that, little baby cobra waves. Inhaling to lift up. Exhaling to release. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. From here, draw the hands back in line with your ribs. Slowly extend your right leg back out behind you, and we'll switch sides. Hug that left knee out, finding that half froggy. Slide your elbows under your shoulders to lift the chest. Shoulders roll back. Soften through the legs, the hips, the glutes. Let those hips melt towards the floor. 2 more breaths. And with your exhale, start to extend those arms. We'll find our baby cobra waves on this side. Fingertips come off the 2 front corners. With an inhale, we'll rise up. Exhale to release. 2 more. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Hug the hands back in line with the ribs. Extend your left leg back out behind you. And we'll press up to come through our tabletop pose. Swing your legs off to one side to walk it through to your seat. Now, for the next pose, if you have them available to you, go ahead and grab a set of blocks. We're making our way into a supported reclined butterfly. So if you've got those blocks, bring one to either side of your mat. Center yourself up so you've got enough room for your head to come down behind you, and lower yourself to the floor. At the bottom, bring the soles of your feet together, pressing them together, and open your knees out wide, adjusting those blocks to come underneath each of your knees or thighs, and settle the head, neck, and shoulders back down onto the floor, bringing one hand to the low belly, one hand to the low ribs, closing down the eyes as you arrive and softening through the shoulders, the chest, feeling your upper back spread into the floor. Pause here. Take 6 cycles of breath in and out through the nose. And as you breathe, if your mind begins to wander here, just know that that's part of the practice. Give yourself grace and kindly guide your attention back to your breath. 3 more breaths right here. With your next inhale, start to blink your eyes back open. Using your hands on the outsides of your knees, lift the knees back up to center, then draw the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze and take a few rocks side to side here. And with your next exhale, make your way back to stillness. Release the bind, bringing one palm to each knee. Exhale, open the knees out towards each armpit chest. Now keep some weight in the palms, the hands, to tug the knees open, just gently closing down the eyes here. Allowing yourself to just be fully relaxed in this modified variation of happy baby. Option to stay here in this stillness, or find a gentle rock of the hips side to side. Settle in. We'll take 4 more cycles of breath here, taking that moment of pause. With your next inhale, blink the eyes back open and bring the knees back in towards one another. With your exhale, send the feet back down to the floor, planting, gluing all 4 corners of both feet into the ground. Maybe you find a little heel toe of the feet in towards the glutes. If you had your blocks available to you, go ahead and grab one. With an inhale, press through the feet and lift your hips just enough to slide that block underneath your tailbone, playing with the placement so it's not too far forward or too far backward, but that it supports you right underneath your tailbone. Option to keep your feet here under center, knees straight up, or maybe you walk those feet out wide. Tip the knees together here as you bring one hand to the low belly, one hand to the low ribs. Tuck the chin in towards your chest. Close down the eyes and find a pause in stillness, bringing the breath for 6 full cycles here. your next inhale, blink your eyes back open. If you had your feet out wide, walk them back underneath center. Use an inhale to start to lift the feet as if you were going to hug those knees in towards your chest. But at the top, extend the legs, toes going up towards the ceiling, planting your palms outside the hips, turning them to face the floor so you can help ground yourself. The chin stays tucked to the chest as you close the eyes back down here, legs up the wall, which really allows you to calm the nervous system, the physical body, bringing yourself back to your breath. Take 6 cycles right here. With your next exhale, slowly start to bend into the knees and gently let the feet come back to the floor, pressing into the feet to lift the hips just enough to slide that block out from under so you can set the tailbone on the floor once more. From here, go ahead and extend one leg out long and then the other. We're making our way into our Shavasana, our final resting pose. Open your palms out at your sides, turning them to face the ceiling. Taking that walk of the shoulders under the heart space, opening the heart up as you soften the shoulders, the upper back into the floor, closing down the eyes. Seal off the lips and take your attention to your breath. Allow your breath to anchor you here and now and soften into stillness. Take a final moment of pause right here. Begin to deepen your breath. Send some energy and life back through your physical body. And start to wiggle through the fingers and toes, finding some small movements and any final stretches that feel good for you here through the physical body. Starting to blink your eyes back open to the room around you. Begin to bend into one knee, set the foot on the floor, and then the other. From this posture, roll onto one side or the other and use your bottom arm as a pillow, a lift for your head. Pausing here at the bottom in your fetal pose. We'll take 4 more breaths, nice and slow. As you're ready, you can start to press yourself up, coming to a seat, either a cross-legged seat, your easy pose, or maybe you just extend your legs out long in front. As you come up, allow the eyes to close back down if they've opened, giving yourself one more moment in this pause to thank yourself for making your way here, slowing things down to reconnect with your true self, bringing your focus back to your mind, body, and breath. As always, I thank you so much for making your way to your mat. and joining me for your practice. It's always an honor to guide you. When you're ready, bring your palms together in prayer at your heart center. We'll take 2 breaths in through the nose to sigh out through the mouth together to close. Inhaling in, exhale out. Inhale in, exhale out. Thank you so much again. Let me know how this practice went for you in the comments below, and I hope to see you back on your mat sometime soon with Twist and Flow.